Recovering. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
Shrewd decision on the shot by Morant. Goes into the defender to make sure he gets fouled.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown. And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now here's Brooks. 11 points last game. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat-out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything. And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee. Doesn't get exactly the screen he wants, but turns out he doesn't need it.
Now, MP. 6 points for him, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Morant looking around. On the wing, Bane. Covered by MP. And he starts out with a miss in this one.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Drives to the hoop. No good on that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
It's deflected.
On the block shot, Dillon won't beat you with length, but he does have good lift off the floor.
Here's Morant. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Pass to MP. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Adebayo with the bucket.
Nice work in there by Adebayo. He sets a physical tone for this team.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Heat have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. MP, no good. The Heat, their last game, a loss to the Celtics in Boston.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
Especially on the road. Each miss fired up that crowd even more.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Heat.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
And for Memphis, they're shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. Here's Bane. A second chance effort. That one, no good. Great tee that time from Adebayo. Passes it to MP. Hero trying to get open. MP, no good. Memphis trailing here. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. This is the first meeting of these two teams, so he didn't know exactly what to expect. But he does know that he wants his guys to attack offensively. He feels their success on that and will dictate their success through the game. So, guys, we can expect them to be aggressive from early on.
All right, David, we'll see if their strategy will pay off. Greg, centering their efforts now on generating points.
Yeah, and I can understand what they're trying to do here. Come out of the gates with some heat.
And it forces your opponent's best scorers to expend energy at the defensive end. Makes the strategy a win-win.
Here's MP, following the score by Dylan Brooks. Here's MP. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. And there's the rebound by Dedmon.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play. This Heat team does just about everything well. They're one of the top teams in the league on offense and on D. They can win games at either end of the floor.
MP's shot is good.
Inside, MP does a good job of just asserting himself, doing what needs to be done to get that finish.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And Miami, Smitty, really has succeeded in putting together a complete ball club. I mean, from top to bottom, with all the parts needed.
I totally agree, Kevin. That was their goal. Build a team that doesn't rely on any one strength. On nights when they're not shooting it well, their defense can pick up the slack.
And the Grizzlies with possession. Morant outside. Pass to Bane. Shoots over Hero. Bane, no good. Miami trailing. Butler passes to MP. Back to Butler. And here is MP. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Celtics in Boston.
And he caused major problems with his defense as well. He had 4 steals by the time the game was over. And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And Memphis making a change here. Aldama's checked in. Heat also with a sub. Yurtseven's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Now here's Brooks. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Now, here's MP. It's a 3-point game. Here he goes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Concho is checked in for the Grizzlies. Jones comes in for Ja Morant.
The height and the reach. That makes Jackson practically unstoppable.
Ball's knocked loose. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Memphis?
For me, they made a point to attack inside.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 8-point game. On the court for the Heat, they've got Jimmy Butler. Bam Adebayo is out there with Dwayne Dedmon. Then it's MP. And it's Lowry in at the 1 spot. He's looking for MP and finds him. Lowry kicks to Butler. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
MP finds Adebayo. Back to MP. Takes a 3. Shot clock at 3. Here's Lowry. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Smitty, no doubt the veteran Kyle Lowry certainly possesses a lot of that wisdom at this stage of his career.
Greg, he's one of those guys that his teammates respect. A proven champion that plays with toughness and intelligence. And a big part of this team.
And the man who many consider the greatest Raptor of all time, Kyle Lowry.
He said he plans to return to retire in Toronto someday. He's already had a street named after him there. And in time, probably a statue in his honor as well.
Dylan Brooks seems like a very spirited player that he plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader. Whether that's game time or practice, Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best.
Brooks against Butler. Brooks the pass to Concho. Dedmon with the block.
The 7'4" wingspan of Dedmon, hard to get your shot over that.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
To the paint. Here's MP. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Morant outside. Over Lowry. That's in, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Morant.
Defensively, you want to stop Morant's penetration. He knows that, and he settles for the mid-range pop.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Assist goes to
Wonderful play. With that long wingspan and huge hands, Adebayo catches and finishes with ease.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Outside Jackson. Here's Conchar. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
personal foul.
It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
You know, Smitty, what's incredible about Miami's D, they don't need to block a ton of shots to protect the rim.
Kevin, it's all about awareness, communication, and positioning. Whether they're in zone or man, they stay completely connected almost every possession. When Kyle gets dialed in at the arc, he is dangerous. Defense needs to tighten up the perimeter.
Here's Jackson, hits the jumper.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And the first time out of the game called for the Heat. Smitty, you know, when you watch an NBA game today, it seems like there is endless switching, positionless players. Why is that?
Kevin, it's a game of matchups. Teams are looking to exploit those mismatches. Let's say you can get your point guard on a center. Usually, you win that possession.
On the wing, MP. To the inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Bam Adebayo. Steve, what a force he's become over the years.
Yes, Kevin, the impact really started once he became a starter. And you've seen his scoring go to the roof. I just love Adebayo's passion for the game and his desire to reinvent his position because he knows he makes a living at the line. He invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Back to Morant. He kicks it to Brooks. Shoots from the high post. No good off the back of the rim. The Heat leading by 13. Here's MP. And MP throws it down hard.
Oh, that's a big-time flush.